My name is Margaret. I am 35 years old. I live in Denver, Colorado. I am married. My husband's name is Spencer. He is 38 years old. We have been married for 10 years. I am a nurse. I take care of sick people. I am also a mother. I have a son. His name is Joe. He is 9 years old. My husband Spencer loves both of us very much. He trusts me. But I am hiding something. Every morning, I wake up with this secret in my heart. It feels heavy. And I know if Spencer ever finds out, my marriage will be destroyed. He was kind, handsome, and funny. He was my first love, my entire world. We shared every secret, every dream. We believed our future was written together. But our families did not agree. They said we were too different, our caste, our religion, our culture. One day, Derek left. My heart broke. I missed him every day, but I said nothing. My parents wanted me to get married. They began finding marriage proposals for me. That's when they found Spencer. He was 28 years old. He was kind, smart, and loving. He had a good job with good money. My parents forced me to marry him. But deep down, a part of my heart stayed with Derek. And the truth is, I never stopped speaking to him. One night, everything changed. I was feeling lost. I met Derek again, after a long time. We talked and remembered the past. Old feelings came back, and in that moment, I was weak. We crossed a line. It was a mistake. A few weeks later, I felt something different. I took a test. I was pregnant. Spencer smiled so big when I told him. He kissed my forehead and said, "We are going to be parents at last." He thought it was his child. I stayed quiet. I just could not tell him. Every time Spencer touched my belly, every time he smiled at our baby, my heart hurt. He was so happy, but that happiness was built on my silence. He had no idea. He believed this child was his, and I let him believe it. Derek never called, never asked. He moved on. He got married. But I stayed with the lie, with the guilt. Spencer loved our son with all his heart. He did everything. Changing diapers, packing school lunches, reading him bedtime stories. He loved that boy like his own. I watched and smiled, but inside, I felt very ashamed. His love was true, but my truth was a lie. One day, our son was riding his bike, just having fun. But then something terrible happened. He fell and got a very bad injury. There was a lot of blood. We were very scared. We quickly took him to the hospital. The doctors said he needed new blood immediately. They checked Spencer's blood to see if he could help since he's the father. But then the doctor asked a question that changed my life forever. He said, "Are you sure you are the father?" Spencer was shocked, and I felt like my heart stopped. Spencer said nothing, but I could see the pain in his eyes. That night, we sat in silence. I began to speak slowly. I told him everything about Derek, about that one night, about the baby, and about 5 years of hiding the truth. I let everything out, my tears, my regret, all of it. He just looked at me calm, but hurt. And then he said, "I gave this boy my name, my love, my life. And you, You only gave me a lie. His voice was quiet, but his words hurt a lot. My eyes filled with tears. I wanted to say sorry, but no words came out. I was empty. I was broken. A week later, the telephone rang. It was my son's school. Spencer answered. Our son had a fight. Why did you hit him? Spencer asked. Our son said, I hit him because that boy said, your daddy is not your real daddy. I stood there in shock. The pain was no longer just between me and Spencer, it had reached our son. That broke my heart again. That same afternoon, I was waiting at the school gate. A car stopped. A man got out. I could not breathe. It was Derek. He walked to me, but he only looked at my son who was coming out of school. Margaret, he said, looking at the child. I know he is mine. Give me my son. My heart stopped beating. My whole body froze. How did he know? This was what I had always feared the most, and now, it was really happening. Derek did not wait for my answer. He came to our house. He told Spencer he wanted to see him. He told Spencer everything he thought he knew. Derek was angry. He said he would tell everyone my secret. He said he would fight for our son in court. Spencer was still trying to understand my secret. He had just tried to forgive me. Now he had to face Derek's anger. Derek said he had been watching me. He said he saw me with the child. He just knew the boy was his. He told Spencer he wanted a DNA test right away. He wanted to prove it. This was no longer just my secret. It was a fight for our child, a fight for our family. I watched everything I loved start to fall apart. I felt helpless. They planned the DNA test. The fight had begun. Derek took us to court. He had papers, he had proof. The law was on his side. But he did not have love, not the kind Spencer gave. Spencer stood up. He was ready to fight not for himself, but for the child he loved with all his heart. And I stood in the middle, between two men, one with blood, one with love. My heart felt like it was breaking. I was the mother, but I felt I could not keep my son safe from this pain. I stood up, my hands were shaking, my voice was quiet, but I had to save my family. I looked at the judge and said, yes, Derek is the real father by blood. But where was he when our son cried at night? Who held him when he had his first fever? Who clapped when he took his first step? Who heard his first word? It was not Derek, it was Spencer. He was there every day, every night. He gave love, not just life. And I choose the man who raised my child with love, not the one who left after one night. The whole courtroom became very quiet. Derek looked down. I held back my tears. Yes, my truth hurt Spencer, it broke his heart. But it did not break our family. After everything, Spencer stayed. His forgiveness was real. We decided to go to therapy. We are healing slowly. It is still hard. There is still pain. But now, we have no secrets, no lies between us. We speak honestly, even when it hurts. I learned something important. Lies can give you short peace, but they do not last. Only truth has the power to build a real life, one with trust, love, and hope. If you were in Spencer's place and found out the child you raised with love was not your blood, would you walk away? Or would you stay for the love you built?